Who are the best controller players in the world? You guys have wanted this series back for a long time, so let's get started. Drop a like on the video for the algorithm, and thank you to Laxi for being a positive member of the community. Make sure you let me know what input you're on in the comments section. It's going to be interesting to see. Let's start with our number 10 player. In number 10, retaining his position from the last time we did this ranking, is Day. Day is one of the most well-known controller players in the world for good reason. Day has 40,000 PR on NA Central PC, and that means he's placed 74th in the power rankings at the moment. He's been competing for many years and has many good placements underneath his belt. He's also won 3 FNCS titles, which is super impressive. Anyway, Day's recent placements consist of both highs and lows. All these placements were judged from Major 2 onwards, and Day did not qualify to the Major 2 Grand Finals. He came 32nd in the Major 3 Grand Finals, did not qualify for the Copenhagen LAN event. However, this season he's brought a major comeback, coming in 62nd in FNCS Week 1 Round 4 and 78th in FNCS Week 2 Round 4, meaning that he's 64th on the series point leaderboard and qualified semi-finals. A big comeback for Day, but not as impressive as a comeback as our 9th person, which is DKS. DKS has 59,000 PR, meaning he's 88th in the EU power rankings. You might be thinking DKS is a controller player I haven't heard about in a long time, and you'd be correct, because he had a rise and a fall, and now he's back on the rise again. He wasn't even in our last top 10 rankings, but this season he is dominating. He did not qualify to Grand Finals in Major 2, he came 19th in Major 3 Grand Finals, did not qualify for Copenhagen just like Day, but this season he has come 34th and 18th in the 2 FNCS Week 1 and 2 Finals, meaning that he is 11th on the EU series point leaderboard. I don't need to tell you how impressive this is. EU's the biggest region, the hardest one to get high on the series point leaderboard, and DKS is 11th. Honestly, some crazy stuff. And showing us why DKS deserves the 9th spot. For our 8th spot, we have Pump. Pump has 76,000 PR, putting him 23rd in NA Central. Pump is a controller player that we placed 6th last time we did these rankings, so he has dropped 2 places. But to be fair, the competition was a lot tougher this time. He managed a 15th in FNCS Major 2, a 24th in FNCS Major 3. He did not qualify for Copenhagen. We're going to get to the Copenhagen qualifiers higher up because I think they count for a lot more. And this season he came 143rd in Week 1 Finals, but came 6th in Week 2 FNCS Finals Round 4, meaning that he is qualified in 35th place on NA Central. The comeback from Week 2 says to me that Pump has really got his game together and is ready to nail the rest of FNCS. I'm expecting similar stuff from number 7 on the list though, and that is Cam. Cam has 48,000 PR, meaning he's 60th in the NA Central power rankings. In Major 2 he came 17th, he did not qualify neither for Major 3 or Copenhagen LAN, meaning that 2 out of the 3 Grand Finals we're discussing in this video, he did not qualify for. So why is he above the other guys then? Well, this season's placements have been actually crazy. He has come 19th and 3rd in the 2 weeks of FNCS Finals, meaning that he's secured himself an 8th place on the series point leaderboard leading up to the semi-finals. He's in the upper bracket and ready to shine in these semi-finals, and I have full faith that he's going to nail it. Super impressive. We have a super sad story about the next player who's currently 6th in our rankings, Ocus. Ocus has 63,000 PR, putting him 32nd in NA Central. Ocus managed a 23rd in Major 2, a 12th in Major 3, which is super impressive because we saw a comeback like we've never seen before, going from 42nd to 1st on day number 2. This put them overall 12th though, which was probably higher than they should have placed after the first day. Something super unfortunate happened to Ocus in Copenhagen. Bucky was banned from the event, meaning that he had to play as a solo, coming in 73rd and not qualifying for the finals. But he went to Copenhagen. That's all that matters, right? And he actually killed a team. This season he came 84th in Week 1 and didn't qualify to Round 4 of Week 2, meaning he's 157th in the lower bracket of the series point leaderboard. He's still qualified semis, which is good because I can't wait to see what he does there. Before we enter the top 5, I'd like to remind you my new creative map, Red vs Blue Dome, has just dropped and the update is pretty wild, to be fair. It's one of the best warm-up maps for you to warm up, so try it out with your friends and let me know what you think of it in the comment section. That being said, pop in code JKC and let's get into our top 5. Entering the top 5, we have Teeny. Teeny is a player I ranked 4th last time we did these rankings. As I said guys, the competition is harder this time. Teeny has 68,000 PR on EU, putting him 64th. He came 37th in Major 2, 3rd in Major 3 Grand Finals, which is what put him so high last time we did these rankings. He then attended Copenhagen, qualified and came 17th with Misha, a super respectable placement. He then came 61st in week 1 of FNCS this season and didn't qualify in week 2. Which is super unfortunate again. He is 128th on the series point leaderboard, going to the lower bracket of the semi-finals. But he is there. And just like Okus, I can't wait to see what these teams do in semi-finals. Moneymaker, moneymaker, moneymaker. He's all anyone's talking about these days, and he is in number 4. 80,000 PR on EU, putting him 39th. He did not qualify for the Grand Finals of Major 2. He came 26th in Major 3, 35th in FNCS Copenhagen, which is really impressive because he was contested. This season, however, he has put some out of his best placements yet, coming 49th and 36th in the FNCS round 4s on different weeks, putting him 26th in the EU series point leaderboard, making sure he is definitely in that upper bracket. Consistency is something we really need from Moneymaker. I'm glad he's putting it on the table. Best of luck to him in the future rounds. And maybe next time he'll make the top 3, just like Byler. Byler has a light 59,000 PR on NA Central, putting him 39th. His placements are pretty incredible, only outmatched by the top 2 controller players of all time. 35th in FNCS Major 2, 14th in FNCS Major 3, with a stunning fall from grace in the second day. The first day they were 3rd on the leaderboard, and the second day they ended up 37th, meaning the overall rank was 14th. They went to Copenhagen and got 26th, which is again a pretty solid placement. And this season, he has placed 76th and 49th, putting him 58th in the NA Central Series Point leaderboard. Byler has been a consistent player for seasons now and actually has an FNCS under his belt. I'm so excited to see what this man does in the future. And coming on to our top 2, and I'm finding it so hard to decide who I'm giving this to, but second place has to be Reet for me. Reet has 74,000 PR, 24th in NA Central. He came 14th in Major 2, 10th in Major 3, 9th in Copenhagen, our first top 10 placement in Copenhagen, and that is a W. And this season, he goes on another rampage, coming 1st in FNCS Round 4 Week 1 and 5th in FNCS Round 4 Week 2, putting him 1st in NA Central on the series point leaderboards. A controller player on top. Truly. Let's hope he can carry on this form for the rest of FNCS, bringing controller players once again into the spotlight. But who is the first place? I think if you have a brain, you will know who first place is. It's Miro. And this couldn't be any more obvious. If you guessed it, you can give yourself a pat on the back. Miro has 70,000 PR, putting him 26th on the NA leaderboards. His placements are incredible. Miro is actually going to quit competitive Fortnite after FNCS Major 1. However, he decided to pick up a 5,000 PR player called Cooper. They came 2nd in Major 2, came 9th in Major 3 Grand Finals, and they managed to qualify for Copenhagen. A huge achievement by the duo. And guess what? They won it. Miro's a GOAT. He can take any player and make them the GOAT as well. Cooper is actually crazy now, by the way. Cooper might actually be one of the best pros in NA. Anyway, this season they carried on their rampage, coming 6th and 7th in both weeks of FNCS, giving them a combined series point leaderboard of 5th in NA. This is not quite Reet's first, but Miro's other placements just top him, to be fair. Winning Copenhagen, this man is the GOAT. Make sure you drop a like for the algorithm, guys, and if you want to become a pro just like these players, click on this video right here, as it has 40 of the best tips for controller players to improve, some of them given by pros themselves. Click on it. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.